Hi everyone, Intuitive Edge here. This is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. So, what is happening in our world? Well, the news cycle is blowing up. The earth is heating up. The news cycle is heating up. Everything is getting really tense. There's volcanoes within the earth that are popping off, earthquakes, and I think the earth is mirroring back to us what is happening out in human land with people. All of the energy that we're feeling, there's a lot going on politically, especially if you're in the United States. There's so much happening that I think the earth is absorbing it and mirroring it back to us, and everything is heating up for some big explosive event. It could be a volcano, or it could be some news thing that blows up. And I think we're about to witness some spectacular events in one way or another. So I'm going to tune in and let you guys know what I'm picking up on coming up in the next few weeks. Stay tuned. I'll be right back and we'll get started. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm picking up on for what's going to be coming up. All right. I saw the image of a clock and I hear tick tock, tick tock. It feels like there is something that like a countdown to some event that could be on the horizon. I do sense there could be volcanic activity coming up in the news. I'm sensing an Alaska volcano could be coming awake. There could be something, I heard chain of events, and then there could be like a lot of news coverage over some type of earth impact events. And I do think that the earth events are going to take precedence over news events like political stuff. There's going to be a little bit of overshadowing because I feel like there's a lot going to be happening in the earth that will overshadow. One of the things I saw that was odd is fighter jets over the Pacific. I don't know what this is. I'm thinking it could be fighter jets scrambling off maybe some of the atolls or little islands out there. I know there's US military stuff all over out in the Pacific, but I'm just seeing fighter jets moving out of there or flying away. I feel like they're flying back to the mainland United States. I'm not really sure. It's almost like they could be flying to Alaska as well. But anyway, I just don't know what that is, but that's what I saw. I also feel like the Philippines, there could be some waves or water that washes in that direction. And I felt something bubbling up in the middle of the ocean, kind of between the islands around the Philippines. Then I saw something, this was truly like out of a movie or something. I saw, as I was tuning in, what looked to be like deep under the earth, kind of where they were having those volcanic earthquakes around Japan, kind of south to Japan a couple weeks back. I'm feeling like there could be some sort of activity there in that area again coming up. And all of a sudden it seemed like the earth, like when maybe just an eruption of some kind, some type of volcanic plume. And then it seemed as though it turned into, in my mind's eye, it turned into this big gray dragon with like red eyes, and felt like it took the shape or the form of like Godzilla or some type of dragon, and then collapsing back onto the sea. So I think there could be some type of activity, and I think volcanic. Let's see, what else? I do sense that there will be continued swarms around Mount Rainier and also Mount Baker. Now, not many people know about that or even know where it is. It is also in the Cascade Range up in Washington State, to the north, actually closer to Canada. north of Mount Rainier. And Mount Baker isn't really something talked about, but I was feeling like there could be some magma that may be moving into there, and it could cause some increased seismic activity. Now, I don't think Mount Baker is going to erupt necessarily, at least not anytime soon, but I do think there could be increased volcanic seismic activity in that area that maybe is picked up by some of the sensors that they have up there. I did feel a rippling wave coming across the Pacific, and it could be related to the dragon that I saw, the big gray dragon, that could be dispersing water and pushing water across, like in a ripple across the Pacific. Could send some people scrambling, maybe in the low-lying areas. There could be some water coming in, so people may want to get to a little higher ground if that happens. Worst case would be, felt like there could, I heard the word famine. So I don't know if they talk about a possible volcanic winter with some of the previous volcanic eruptions that have happened over the centuries. Some of them can cause crop disturbances. There could be some of that. I don't know if it's worldwide. It could just be localized. There could be some disruption of seasons or cycles or crops. So that's kind of what I see happening in the earth probably the next couple of weeks. And then I went to kind of the political stuff. I asked specifically about 4 people, James Comey, James Clapper, John Brennan, and possibly even Andy McCabe. Now, these are people in the United States, for those who aren't familiar. These were intelligence people, head of the intelligence agencies. Basically, it's come out that the Russia collusion story may have been provably a hoax from the beginning. This is quite disturbing news coming out. So I asked about these gentlemen. I paused the video for a moment, asked about those 3 in particular, Comey, Clapper, and Brennan. What's going to be coming for them? What's going to be happening? Now, the tarot card, I laid out some cards for this just to see, and the tarot cards were pretty incredible. This one is the first card out, 2 of Pentacles, a card of weighing your options, and it's crossed by grief, sorrow, sadness, panic, unrest. So weighing your options, and like this is like panic. The card right above that is the 3 of Swords, a card of heartbreak, betrayal. This is crowning everything. So this feels very much like these gentlemen are at least going through some type of scare or panic. What led up to all of this is this card. In tarot, I call this the something is fishy going on card. And that's what led up to everything. And this is being sneaky, dirty dealings, underhanded, it can indicate dishonesty. So this could indicate that there is some truth to what's taking place with these men being accused of participating, or at least facilitating, that hoax to continue. In the background, we have the Emperor. Emperor is moving into the King of Pentacles. Generally, when I do tarot, this card represents, when this card shows up, the King of Pentacles usually represents Trump. And this is on the future. And this 9 of Swords is, the way I have the cards laid out, it's like a bridge facing into this Donald Trump. I feel like Donald Trump is probably pulling out all the stops. On those men in particular is this card. It's a sad change. It can be distress, sorrow, sadness. Right above it, and this is interesting, this is a card that the King of Pentacles, which represents Trump, is looking right into this card, which is make a wish. That's actually a very positive card, and that card is next to the Donald Trump card. It's actually Donald Trump card's facing that card. Right above this is the Temperance. Temperance is basically trying to smooth everything out, hoping things blow over, trying to bring balance, peace. There could be a lot of that with what's happening with these men, wanting to kind of tone down or temper what's happening. There could be this is in the position of what your inner world is wanting. And this is like, we're wanting this all to smooth over. We want this to be in balance, calm down. And then the card above that is the Queen of Pentacles. And that is the outcome card. And underneath is the Two of Cups. To me, this feels like there is definitely some movement with what is taking place. And we could see some arrests, as there certainly is enough panic going on to possibly have that happen. All right, I'm going to shuffle up and see what else I get. So was that fake and fraudulent, the whole Russia narrative? That was in the news in 2016. That was the basis of Donald Trump's impeachment, was this idea of him colluding with Russia, that Russia hacked our election and stole it from Hillary. So I've got my cards here. Was the Russia collusion narrative truly a made-up, fabricated hoax, like they're telling us now? Was that a made-up, fabricated hoax? Asking for the right and perfect cards to come up. I'm just going to shuffle up a little bit more. Was that a made-up, fabricated hoax that they perpetrated on the American people and the world? Are you kidding me? This is the first card out. Ace. The Ace of Wands, Ace of Rods in this deck. Aces are yes cards. Especially aces upright. I mean, you ask a yes or no question, and this comes up, that's a yes. I mean, I don't know, guys. Having that is so huge. If this is true, what they're saying, that they found evidence that this was all a hoax, a fabrication, made up lies. They impeached. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Second card out is an ace. Are you kidding me? Ace, ace. That is like screaming yes, yes. It was fake. It was phony. This is huge. Knowing it was fake. Okay, what's the third card out? Eight of Wands. Things happening quickly. This is crowning everything. This is saying that this whole thing right now, it's going to move quick. I wonder if we'll see arrest. Let me see what else the cards. Next card out. 4. This kind of led up to it. So that's actually a happy card, but moving into the past, the immediate past is this card. It's kind of rest, recuperation, concealment. These two aces are facing right into the 10 of Pentacles on the future. There's some movement with this. Let me just see if there's, the sad card. And there's another ace that just came out. Oh my goodness. So on the situation itself is a sad card. This is the Eight of Cups, sad change, having to move on. It's a card of distress, leaving the past behind. Right above this, on the environment all around this, is the King of Pentacles. Now, this card, generally, when I do tarot, this card comes up a lot of times symbolizing Donald Trump. And this is on the environment around this whole thing. And this is centered around Donald Trump, absolutely. Right above Donald Trump is this card. I'm wondering, I mean, another ace. The Ace of Pentacles. This is all about money, values. And it's right above Donald Trump, like crowning above Donald Trump in this. If Donald Trump is represented by this card, it's sitting right above him. And then the outcome is the Knight of Swords. Things are going to happen quickly. This is going to absolutely go at lightning speed, breakneck pace. The Knight of Swords, swift movement, decisive action. I don't think the grass is going to grow under Donald Trump's feet on this. We are going to see swift movement. And I'm sorry, getting the ace on top of the ace. I mean, I don't even know how to explain this. This is so monumental. What we were subjected to, if this is true, and this all was absolutely fake, this is huge. Huge. But not only did the tarot say yes, it said yes, yes. So this is we're moving into some really uncharted territory. No wonder the earth is reacting the way it is with all of the seismic activity and volcanoes going off. The earth is probably feeling what a lot of people are feeling and mirroring back to us our own volatile energy that is being expended. Anyway, that's my theory. I think I'm going to end this here. That is a lot to absorb. A lot to absorb. I think we're going to see fireworks in the political realm coming up over this. And could be spilling out in the earth as well. Take care wherever you are. If you're near water, just be mindful. If you hear any tsunami alerts, just head to higher ground and keep yourself safe. And stay safe, everyone. This is about to pop off in more ways than one, I think. All right, take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. This has been Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.